Hey guys, welcome to the Naughty Doctors podcast. I'm Dave Caggiano.
I'm Dan Reardon.
And we got some good stuff coming up for you guys. This week, Friday the 18th, I am at the Comedy Scene at Patriot Place, the usual spot. You know that. So come on down, get tickets at JohnTobinPresents.com. Also the 19th, if you live in southern New Hampshire, I'm opening for Paul Nardizzi at the Atkinson Country Club. It's a fundraiser show for a sick child.
Even better.
Come support sick children and me. I'm also a sick child.
All right, I got this Friday. I'm at Warp Speed Comedy in Milford, New Hampshire. So if you're up in that area, let it rip. And then on Saturday, I'm doing the Comedy Studio in Somerville, 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock. So if you want to come see like how the fuck is this gonna go sort of situation,
Reardon's going full cuck.
we will. That should be a good time. And then we got our Naughty Doctor shows coming up.
Yeah, next one's April 7th, 6 here in Southie. Go to naughtydocs.com for all these tickets, the podcast, everything you need.
Yeah,
The new website, check it out.
it's fire.
America.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Hey.
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing. Hey, how
Yeah,
are you?
Good to see you.
You too. Hey, Maddie. We got Maddie Mayhem
Hey.
in the building.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up?
Good.
In my building.
In your
In
building.
your building, in the house.
Guys, if you're listening to this podcast and you are thinking to yourself, I also feel like I could do what they're doing. I want a podcast. Hit us up because Maddie Mayhem is willing to produce your podcast. He's right?
Yeah, no problem.
You want to tell him what you're going to be providing for services?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No sale.
What a sell.
Yeah, but if you're a comedian, listen, Dave and I, we're not super technical. We're on the content side, right?
We're the creatives.
So Maddie's been a great help in terms of just outsourcing all that shit. You don't have to worry about it. You record the podcast and then it just shows up in great quality. Yeah, actually, I got an Instagram message from someone. I don't even know, and they were like, "Hey man, what do you use to record your podcast?"
we used the Mayhem
The
method.
Maddie Mayhem. I just it wasn't a full-on referral, but I told him we have a producer. If he was interested, reach out.
Hit me up, yeah.
Connect you guys.
I'll help you out.
Who is just some
There's
random
he's a comedy guy.
hacky McHackers?
Well, actually, I should probably plug his name because he obviously listens to the fucking podcast.
Yeah, do it up. Yeah, and fucking, I don't know why we're doing all this up front, but
Yeah,
this,
I don't either.
but whatever.
I appreciate it though.
It is important to us. If you have been listening, subscribe to our YouTube channel and try to give us like a rating or something on like iTunes or Spotify. Just it helps and we appreciate it. And then Maddie's looking for some business eventually. We're gonna try to grow this thing, and thank you for supporting.
Yeah, I'll take care of you people.
Yeah.
It's very heartfelt.
All right.
Enough
Enough
of that shit.
You want me to
What's
cut
up,
that?
buddy?
I'll cut that.
No. Speaking of
Yeah.
uncomfortable situations.
Yeah, hold on. Let me ask you about this situation.
All right.
There's just generically, what are your thoughts on well, I mean, having a girlfriend in general is like
My thoughts are don't do it.
it's you know what you're getting into. If you're gonna go down that road, it becomes no longer all about yourself, right? There's gonna be some
that's the problem.
and that's the problem. You can't be a selfish prick 24/7.
Yeah.
You got to you're working with someone else now. There's some dynamics there. So
That was definitely something I could have done a lot better in my last relationship. Could have been a little bit of a better team player.
yeah,
You know?
team player.
Right after we give you a great plug about how good of a producer we are, we fucking lose half the
Lose
audio.
audio.
All right, fuck it. What were we talking about? Go to the situation.
Yeah, the situation. So,
Girlfriend situation. Dude, girls are
it's tough out there.
tough, dude.
Yeah, but I
It's
mean,
just-
I'm sure we're tough too. I can't imagine it's
Oh yeah, it wouldn't be easy dating me.
yeah, it's definitely not easy dating me. I'll tell you that much. I don't know how my girlfriend does it, but
Why do you think that? Why do you think it's difficult to date either of you?
I mean,
You both seem like great guys.
Dude, no. No, we're good guys. I just have deep faults. But here's the bright side is I actually fucking try to work on them. Unlike, okay, this is gonna sound
all
fucked
right,
up,
okay.
but okay, I feel like guys are worse than girls in relationships, like naturally, but guys try to work on themselves way harder than women try to work on themselves. Like women try to fix you and you try to fix yourself. So then you just
It's
always
like
end
competing
up
fixes.
Yes, you just always end up you're always trying to fix you. It's always like you that
All the energy is like you're the problem.
Yeah.
So there's no like, wait, what are you doing over
There's
there?
no like there's never any like let's meet halfway and both work on our shit.
our own stuff. Yeah.
Am I wrong?
No, that's dude. But good on you for at least trying to work on yourself. A lot of people don't do that.
Yeah. I'll fuck up 10 times in a row, but 10 times in a row I'll be like, yeah, I fucked up.
Yeah.
But meanwhile,
I'm good at that too. If I have a bad night or something, or
yeah.
which has happened, I'll come in and be like, hey, I did that.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I don't know what to tell you. Try to get better next time, dude. That's
well, that's not really working on yourself. That's just like sweeping it under.
yeah.
the rug.
That's big. I got a big rug.
Yeah. A lot of shit
Yeah.
under it.
So, yeah. But anyway, you got at a high level, you gotta do the team thing to
Dude,
an extent.
every fight I ever got in with my ex-girlfriend was literally like it would be a fight. It would be like the primary level of the fight, and like that's about whatever we were fighting about.
Yeah.
And that's fine. But then like it would escalate to a second level of like, why aren't you meeting me halfway on this? And then that would be like the real fight for me.
From your side,
Yes,
you'd be like, hey,
yeah.
what the fuck?
I'd be like, I fucked up, and this is why I'm dumb. Now come to the table with me. Come to the table with something about how you're also in this situation.
That's how we fix this.
Yeah.
Ideally,
But
that never goes down like that.
it never goes down like that.
Yeah.
Fucking hold, dude. They just fucking hold strong, dude.
I don't know why that is too. It's like,
Like Hodor.
don't you want to be happy?
Yeah.
What's the goal here?
Right.
It's like, I don't know, man.
Also, every like guy I talk to is similar to me in this way most of the time, where it's like I don't want to go to bed mad. I want to like fix the issue as it comes up. Like we get into a fight. Like I'm a fucking. This is why it's hard to date me, because I can't let shit go unresolved. Like I can't.
Yeah.
I can't let it happen. Like I want to we have a fight. Like I want to resolve it. And so that 10 minutes later, like we're fine and like nothing's happened.
Dude.
But girls want to go to bed and fucking talk about it in 5 days.
The level of anxiety that shit gives me, if it's something because most of this stuff is like, it's so stupid, like it's literally over nothing. So this is such a waste of time to like, we're gonna burn the next 2 days just like getting nothing done, being unproductive.
I don't have the energy.
Yeah, there's just no energy, no time.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. But I got this interesting scenario that I hypothetically heard of recently.
God.
Yeah. So if you had a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And she wanted to do some like weekend trips and things, and which is like part of being the team player. Like, hey, I don't want to drive up to fucking Vermont every weekend and do whatever, right? We do comedy, but you gotta give in every once in a while.
Yeah,
just be like, all right, I'll do this for you. You put up with a lot of stuff. We do comedy.
Yeah,
it's a lot of we burn a lot of weekend nights on that shit.
Yeah, and weeknights just like going out at 6 p.m., coming home at like 10:30, 11. Yeah.
It's not they put up with, in terms of comedy, they put up with a lot of stuff on our end. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, every once in a while, you got to do something to kind of.
You got to make concessions.
You got to make concessions. You got to even it out. And there's I heard of a situation where someone's not willing to do that, which is like
not willing to make concessions.
Not willing to make the concession, which is fine if that's what you want to do. That's we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
But if your girlfriend came to you and was like, "Hey, you want to go do call it a hiking trip?"
Let's not getting too specific.
Yeah, let's not get too specific. And it's something she likes to do. She's
All right, so the situation is that you're the girlfriend. I'm the boyfriend.
Yeah.
You're a big hiker.
I'm a big hiker.
I'm not a hiker.
Right. Like, hey, we've been doing a lot of comedy recently. We haven't really gone away in a while. I was thinking maybe, we go up to that mountain I've been wanting to go, do a hike on a couple of weeks. Can we do that?
I mean, yeah, you got to.
Oh, I thought you were gonna play.
Yeah,
the
this
game.
is a role play.
Oh, yeah. I made the role play situation, and then I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Okay, no. That's my acting skills. No, I don't
No.
want to do it, honey.
No, are you serious? You do comedy 7 nights a week, and I want one weekend.
Fuck you, bitch. You
All right,
fucking
hey,
slut.
all right, fine. I'll go myself. Oh, you know what? Actually, I met this guy at work. He likes to hike. I think he'll come with me. It's gonna be an overnight trip.
Yeah, that would be it for me. That would be it. Now, to some extent, you made your bed in your lay. Like, you didn't make any concessions, and you never went hiking with this girl, so she found someone else to go hiking with. But what the fuck, dude?
I mean, just Maddie, if you haven't heard the situation yet.
I have not.
If your girlfriend was like, or your wife, right? You're married, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If your wife,
So the stakes are a little bit higher.
the stakes are a lot higher.
This is perfect to ask him this.
Yeah.
Perfect.
If your girlfriend wanted to go on a weekend trip somewhere and you just didn't want to go for pretty much no reason other than you didn't want to go, and she was like, all right, I'm just gonna call one of her coworkers and they're gonna do this overnight weekend
A male coworker.
completely as friends.
This is tough because this scenario wouldn't happen to me.
Yeah.
She has people that she goes with on trips, not males, like her sister. Her,
Yeah.
Like she's got a group.
Yeah.
But like hypothetically,
But I'd be
if she came to you, and maybe it is different. Like, but
I'm an angry person. It wouldn't go over well.
Yeah, exactly.
thank you. As it should, that's irrational. Now the fucking twisted mind of women, they're gonna be like, whoa. What are you insecure about this? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
don't see
No,
what's wrong about it.
No, they do see what's wrong about it. That's why they're doing it.
It's a
They're
jab.
digging it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing.
Women, men have a reputation of being, again, men are surface level like worse, but like you get deeper, and women do shit like this, where it's like if the roles were reversed, if he went to his girlfriend and was like, yeah, I'm going on a weekend hiking trip overnight with some chick that I work with,
Yeah.
that scenario
In
would
no
never
fucking
exist.
world would that ever happen.
Never. But then she comes to him trying to do that, and he just needs to sit there and be like, okay, honey.
Yeah, dude, it's like it's a psychological game. We'll sit there and flip out and whatever that surface level shit.
Yeah.
That's where we go crazy.
Yeah.
But then they'll do it like psychologically.
Right.
Where they're like, I know I'm being crazy right now, but I'm going to play it off like I'm not being crazy. And this is like a normal like, trying to gaslight him into
Yeah.
like, this is normal.
Yeah. And like she probably isn't like, I'm going to go fuck this guy.
No,
on this
probably
weekend
not.
trip. But if he lets her go and do it, she might do it,
It
just
just-
because she's like, well, he's letting me do it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
It was like a test.
It's a
test.
test.
We're gonna open this door or not.
Yeah,
and then he
yeah.
fucking gave her the keys.
Yeah.
That's what. That's tough, man.
That's the situation.
Can I offer some advice?
Yeah, please do.
Seek healthier relationships.
No shit.
Jesus
No
Christ.
shit.
or
No,
just, if you're or just don't be in one.
Also,
if you're not gonna.
yeah, look for people who are ready to be in a relationship. It sounds like you're not finding people who are, they want the
Oh, no.
benefits of a boyfriend, but they don't really give a shit about an actual relationship.
Yeah,
know?
I think that this,
I think this problem's coming from the other end.
yeah, you get.
Well, no, I'm saying this is an unhealthy person, not you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, yeah, for sure. It's That's an unhealthy thing to do. If someone
That person needs to work on themselves
in
first.
a perfect
Yes.
world, if I was dating a girl and she even came to the table with that, and I would break up with her.
Yeah, but
If-
dude, there'd be a whole group of chicks that would hear you say that and be like insecure.
Yeah, it's like,
Am I though, or is that a fucking wild scenario?
yeah, dude, this is just like the OnlyFans chicks. Like we know girls that are on social media shaking their ass and doing OnlyFans and shit.
Yeah,
And like they love posting these Instagram stories where they're like, if you can't handle like a female sex worker, like that's a you problem. Like you can't date someone who does OnlyFans. Like you're insecure. You're a little dick fucking boy. It's like I don't know. That's just not what I want.
right.
Like,
Like that's
if there's guys out there that are cool with that, awesome. And if they're more secure than me, cool.
cool. Let it ride, bro.
Let
But
it
that's
ride.
not me.
If it's insecurity, then so be it. I don't think it is. I just don't want that. And I also am not naive because I've been in situations. I've dated girls that have been like, I'm not cool with this, and they're like, well, you're like, don't make a big deal out of it. You're making a big deal out of it, blah blah blah, and then. Sure enough, like something happens.
You were right.
And I was like, I was fucking right.
Yeah. So am I still insecure?
Yeah.
No?
So like
I don't
now
know.
what? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You're not allowed to have like preferences. Like, hey, I don't want you on OnlyFans like pulling your tits out.
Right.
Is
Right.
that crazy?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like girls will get mad.
What if it buys you a new car?
I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
I don't
It's
care.
yeah. It's like we're not even getting to that point.
I don't care. People, guys. Oh, these fucking pussy guys make that argument too, where they're like, "Yeah, my girl's on OnlyFans." Like, dude, she's paying the bill.
Paying the
blah,
rent.
blah, blah,
I'm
blah.
on
It's
your
like, yeah,
side. I
she's-
want you to know that.
I
I'm
know.
just,
I know you are. Oh,
I'm
I
just
know.
throwing out
No,
some.
I know.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you did because I've seen guys make that argument. It's like, yeah, if you're cool with a girl, she's probably getting fucked on the side, and if she's not, she's close to it.
She's going to be.
She's gonna be.
And she's going to be recording it.
Yeah. And if you're cool with that, paying your bills, I think you're a bitch. But if you're cool, like, so be it. Have fun with
Yeah,
that.
but also if you're not cool with that, that should be
It should be
normal. That should be
okay.
considered completely
it
normal.
should be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's completely rational.
Yeah. So
What if you're partaking? What if you're in the videos?
Well, that's like a
then you're
whole
just
nother-
doing
I mean,
porn. Yeah.
people. Well, I mean, that's essentially what it is.
That's a whole nother.
But what if people are paying her and you're just a part of it?
It's the whole.
They're still seeing her. You know what I mean? Like it's still the jealous factor could still be there.
Yeah, but if you're the one laying the pipe,
Yeah.
you can probably
Alright.
get over it.
All right.
That's not as bad.
That's a whole different kind of guy.
That's not. I don't. For me. It wouldn't be like hypothetically. Say I was like in the videos or whatever. It wouldn't bother me like other guys seeing that or whatever. Like, but what bothers me is like the behavior of the girls like towards other guys.
Yeah.
It's literally it's like when you're out at a bar or whatever, and like there's a girl there that like she's in the group of friends and her boyfriend's not there that night, and you see her like flirting with other dudes.
Yes,
and you
dude.
see,
Yes, I've
it's-
seen this. I've seen this so many times.
We've all seen it, dude. And you're just like we've all like. Most of us have been that guy, the boyfriend of that girl. Most of us have been the guy that's witnessing it. Like,
yeah. Or been on the other end, or been the guy she's talking to him. She's like, she'll be like, I got a boyfriend, and it's like,
yeah. And
but then you still like, I'm gonna fucking ride this into the ground and see
Yeah.
what happens.
yeah.
'Cause you're just
But
like,
in your head, you're like, if I was this girl's boyfriend and she was talking to someone this way, like,
Yeah.
I
you almost want to be like, what's his number, man? I want to talk. I want to call him and tell him.
dude. Yes. Yeah, dude. I hate it so much. And like, girls do it all the time. And I think girls just like guys, like they just want to flirt and like have fun. It's probably harmless, but it's like fucking disrespectful.
Yeah, yeah, dude. That's it. 99% of the time, that's probably high. Some percentage of the time, it's harmless.
Yeah.
Obviously, maybe this particular situation probably harmless, but if
I don't know, dude.
That's
She's going on a fucking overnight hiking trip with some dude because her boyfriend
Bro,
won't go with
the
her.
best part of this, and I don't fuck. He was told it was gonna be separate hotels. It's just there's no fucking chance that's true.
Because you know what's going to happen. They're
Yeah.
going to go on the hike. They'll book separate hotels, and then they'll be like, oh, why don't you just like come? We're either going to go get a drink after the hike.
Yeah.
Obviously. That's 100% fact. Have a few drinks in them. And then they'll
Couple-
be like, yeah, which like, why don't you just come back to like the hotel and hang out?
Yeah, watch the
And you
something.
can go back to your hotel after.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
It's like
And then
you know
now
what
you're
happens from there.
both in the hotel room. They both have drinks in them.
Yeah, dude. It all comes back to before. It all comes back to just opening the door, just saying, "All right, do it."
Yeah.
And then it's like, "All right, I didn't think you were gonna say yes to this. Now we're
Yeah.
now we're going."
I dated a girl a while ago. I mean, we were young. Like, she's probably not like this anymore. But like, I like hated most of her friends. I hated going out, and so I would this kid's just gonna be at home, probably not even out doing comedy. He's probably just gonna be at home, sitting there,
Thinking about
thinking about all the possibilities of what could be happening. Like, you're just gonna be in your own.
It's the
personal
worst case
hell.
scenario.
It's the worst case scenario.
Like you hate hiking. Just go on the fucking hike, dude. You're gonna be sitting at home wishing you were on the hike.
Yeah.
Damn.
Just go. You know. Yeah, it's you gotta make concessions. You gotta go, and it also this is okay. Here's an olive branch to any woman that's listening, if there even is one. The olive branch is that men are bad at a lot of times we think that if we make those concessions, it's like eroding away at who we are as a person.
Yeah.
When it's not. It's not. Going out to eat at like fancy restaurants or whatever, like girls like that shit most of the time. Like you just gotta bite the bullet and do it and just have a good time, because like if you don't, then you're gonna end up in this situation. You gotta pick your battles.
That's what being in a relationship is.
Yeah.
Like you're signing up for that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you don't want to do the shit your girlfriend wants to do on the weekends,
Yeah.
just don't fucking.
You
do it.
can't just be in a relationship, just play video games for 9 hours a day, and then just snap your fingers and be like, "Come here, pussy, give me your pussy," and then okay, away, whore. Now I'm back to FIFA.
Just call a fucking hooker.
Yeah,
At that point, it's
yeah,
like it's
yeah.
probably less expensive than doing the weekend away.
Right. That's the thing. Girls make concessions for guys when guys want to like do shit like we do and like go off on their own, and then we have to make concessions and like spend time with them. It's fucked up, but
I mean, in my situation, it's like I spend a wild amount of time at comedy. Like, dude, I work all day. Comedy almost six or seven times a week, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, we did a full blown trip to Austin.
Yeah.
No questions asked.
Oh, that was
that
was an issue with Max. That was one of the nails in the coffin, probably.
Yeah.
Looking back.
I mean, just fucking 10 days in Austin or whatever.
Yeah.
Just all right, have fun.
Yep.
Because like I'm not gonna do anything fucking crazy.
No, I know.
But yeah, that's type of. But then on the other hand, it's like that happened for me.
Yeah.
So then I make concessions and we do a
Right.
bunch of other shit on the other side.
Right.
And I fit comedy in the middle, and it's a shitload of work, but if you want to do it, it works out.
Yeah.
But if you're not down for that, just fucking don't be in a relationship.
Yeah. And the other side, like girls do need, like, your concession is letting a guy do what he wants to do, like on his own and with his friends. Like you also have to do that. You can't be the girlfriend that's like if your boyfriend is going out to the bar with like his buddies, you can't be the girlfriend that's like tagging along and it's like you and like 8 of his guy friends.
Yeah.
Like you just can't, like, you let him have like his nights and like go out and do that shit.
Yeah, and then you have your nights with your friends, hopefully not the guy from work, with
Right.
your friends.
Right.
And then it's like and then you spend your time together at another point, but it's fucking hard out there, man.
You're good at that though. Like you spend a lot of, you're like, oh, I can't do this today. Like, with
Yeah,
your girlfriend
gotta
all
do
day.
something
Yeah, like,
else.
you got to do
gotta-
that. You got to do that. You have to.
Yeah.
That's something. My next relationship, I'm pretty good at it, but like my next relationship, like that's like a priority is like, especially like whatever. If we move in the future, comedy, whatever, like doing it full time, whatever. Like you got to like set aside like one date night a week where you're like this, like everything else off the table.
Treat it like work. Like
It
I
is,
get
it
up
is.
and I can't miss this.
Yes.
Dude, I can't even imagine like the early stages of like a relationship and just like having to like go through like it's like starting as an open micer. You're
Yeah.
gonna go out there,
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
I gotta fucking meet the family. I gotta do this and that, and
Yeah.
like it just build it up. The beginning steps are like fucking exhausting.
They
I'm
are,
thinking
dude.
about doing that at this point.
It's a while before you're like comfortable with your girlfriend's family usually. You know what I mean?
It's probably like a year ramp up at least.
Yep. I would say it's about a year. And guys that are and pretend that it's not it's so annoying when they're like, we were like family right away. It's like I don't know, man.
I don't think you were.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, the first like 2 or 3 months, you're still in that like, you gotta like, I can't say anything that's too crazy. You're still like feeling it out too, so you're
Yeah,
you're not being your full blown self.
I
and you're
heard
like,
someone on a podcast talking about they called it an audition phase.
yes,
It's the
that's
audition.
like, yeah.
You're both you're like auditioning for each other.
You're both fucking bringing your A
Yeah.
material every night.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
In bed,
Yeah,
on dates,
And dates everywhere.
conversation.
Yeah, dude.
pretending to be super interested.
Yeah, going
You
on like
cook for them. It's like, no, fucking never. Like,
go on a
what?
bike ride. So it's like,
Picturing you on a bike ride is so funny.
not a bike guy, bro.
I know, no.
But dude, that and then from your standpoint, it's like having to reintroduce comedy
Yeah.
to something like, because obviously everyone's like, oh, that's so cool. That's like, I can't believe you do comedy.
Yeah.
And then like when that wears off and they understand what it actually is,
Yeah.
just kind of like having someone be on board with that shit
Yeah.
and like what that means. Because like a normal girl is gonna be like, I can't do this lifestyle. And then a girl that's like actually into comedy is probably a fucking psychopath.
Right.
So it's like
It's tough.
it's tough.
Yeah. You also got to find a girl that like is very trustworthy. It just makes like so much. It makes your life so much easier. You know what I mean?
Like we were just saying, like it's a ton of alone time. It's a ton of time. Like I'm going out without you, like
Yeah. Yeah.
multiple times a week. So which
Yeah.
it should be easier now that we're like 30.
Yeah. Yeah.
You would hope.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
So
Yeah,
I
we're
don't know.
out of that like girls are reckless phase.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Who the fuck knows? Girls are fucking brutal, dude. It's a fucking. It's honestly like there's so many pros and cons to being single. There's pros and cons to being in a relationship. The nice thing about being single right now is like I don't have to. Not that I had to when I was in a relationship, but I don't have to like worry about that shit at all.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm just taking care of myself, and that's
Yeah.
it's nice.
Doing you, bro.
Yeah, I know. It's very nice. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, dude. Fuck. I think that final word on this. I think that this situation, we're three objective bystander guys.
Yeah.
Objectively, I think that he needs to put a kibosh on this and be like, this is a no-go for me.
Yeah, dude. It's like
It's a test.
this. This
I
is,
almost just said his name. I was doing it.
this is one of those crucial moments in like whenever you're in a bad relationship, I thought of it like you're driving a truck towards a fucking brick wall,
Yeah.
and it's like at any point you can just jump out of the truck, and like it's not gonna be a good time,
Right.
but like if you fucking drive through the wall, bro, like
dying.
that you're dying, and
That's a good analogy.
that because like back like early college, it's like remember just like talking to multiple girls at the same time, like basically cheating on my home girlfriend.
Yeah.
And it was like, I know I'm gonna get caught at some point.
Yeah.
And I was like, there was 10 opportunities to just like end it, and like it would have been okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm riding this one into the fucking ground.
Into the ground.
And it never works out.
Yeah, crash and burn.
There was so many.
situation.
Yeah. So in this situation, it's like, hey man, don't let it get to the point where you find out that
Yeah.
whatever happened, like you had
Yeah.
the signal. Hey, this is a good, but obviously three objective people.
Exactly. It's so hard
We're
when
like,
you're in
yes, that's the answer. But when you're in it,
Yeah,
you're like
it's-
you're justifying it 100 different ways. Like,
yeah, you're clouded by everything. You're in the cockpit like I can pull out of this nosedive.
Yeah,
You're like, I
yeah.
can do it.
I can do it.
I can do it. And meanwhile, everyone on the ground is like looking at the plane.
He's out of
crashing.
room. He's out of room.
He's out. Yeah, the ground's. You're too close to the ground. It ain't happening.
And that's what's gonna happen.
That's
So,
what's the. And then the craziest thing is you can. We can sit here and talk about this and be like, this is the objective right answer, and then any one of us could be in this situation at any given moment and also make the wrong decision. Like,
oh, bro,
You know what I
if
mean?
he flips to being, if you're the guy,
yeah,
it's completely out the window.
exactly.
Everything we just said is out the window.
It's fucking crazy.
Like you could even you can even like watch yourself from like out the outside. I can even like bring myself to like be the objective guy over here,
right.
and I'm like, I know in reality, but in the moment when you're actually making the decisions,
You can't let it. Yeah,
It's fucking crazy.
it's so.
It's giving me anxiety just thinking about it.
I know. I'm getting flashbacks to like previous relationships where it's just like, yeah, and then he thinks like that this dude isn't a threat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
It's like, dude, every dude is a threat if your girlfriend wants them to be a threat.
Yep, exactly. It's not. Ball's not. They're like. It's almost like mind control shit.
Yeah.
Like if that guy could go up there with no intentions, and then if she wants to fucking make it that way, he's going for it.
Yeah, yeah, and it's like not even in his control.
It's not his control. He's a robot at that point.
Yeah.
So, at the risk of getting too deep on this and
Outing.
we love you, bro.
It's fucking sad, dude. I hate seeing my friends go down like this.
But anyway,
God, it's fucking brutal.
what I'll do? I'll give you the rundown on my show last night. And you got a good.
Yeah, I got the.
You got a good story about it.
More comedy.
The
Scene.
more comedy scene stuff.
Good.
So first of all, shout out Kevin Turner and Isabel blanking on her last name.
Oh, his.
I don't know if is that his girlfriend or his roommate.
I don't know. I think his roommate.
Dude, that show, Kevin Turner runs a show in his apartment in Cambridge, and it's probably, from a comics experience standpoint, it's probably the best show in Boston.
Dude, I told you that, right?
Yeah, it is like everything that like real shows should be is this show this kid's running in his fucking apartment.
Yeah.
It's like there's a
Hubbub Comedy.
Yeah, Hubbub Comedy monthly show. And it's just like there's a fucking green room, free drinks for comics. They make, we don't have to go through all the details,
Food.
but like there's food for the people that go. It's
No, but that's what you're saying. That's what makes a good comic
BYOB.
experience.
Yeah, it's just like you walk in as a comic and there's nothing you have to worry about.
Yeah.
They tape your set. They take pictures of. It's just like you don't.
Yeah, did they have the DJ when you were
They
there?
have a DJ, dude.
Yeah, that brings you up with like walk up.
Yeah,
music.
walk up music. When the show ends, the room just turns into a party. Everyone stays and it just turns into a party. And dude, so yeah, you don't have to worry about like bringing your tripod. Can I get my tripod in over here? Like, it's not even gonna fucking post me on IG or whatever. It's like all that shit's taken care of. You can just go do comedy. And but I was great fucking show, great experience. I was worried for a second just because like it was Cambridge.
Yeah.
You just never know.
Yeah.
But it was like the hottest room I've been in a while. And
That's the best. That's the best.
it
That's
was
how it was
just
for
like
me too. It was just
you
hot.
just couldn't go like getting laughs on setups and just like
Yeah.
random shit. And the answering the question thing is like I didn't know how that was gonna go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got so lucky. So at the end of the show or sometime during your set, audience submits questions when they come in. You basically pulling out of the hat. And I got so lucky. I do that joke about cholesterol medication or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and the question I pulled out was, "Do you like pizza?" So it was just like immediate callback. Fucking.
Oh,
just,
to your joke about cholesterol.
yeah, I pulled it out. And it was like, "Oh, do you like pizza?" And then I just went right back into like the cholesterol thing, and it was just like fucking exploded. It was sick.
That's
Yeah.
sick, dude. That's so sick.
Because some people were answering questions. It was like this weird. It was like some about biology and some weird. I don't know. I was like, I pulled two questions, and they were both just fucking right down my
Right on
I
in
was
the alley.
like,
What was the other question? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was. The other question was, does your mom know you're here? And I said, I basically went into like I don't think my parents fully believe I do stand up comedy. And I was talking to my dad today, and I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, where's the big show tonight? I was like, oh, it's actually in my friend's living room. And it's like,
And you're like, Dad, I swear to God,
yeah, I swear
really
to God,
do.
I do real comedy. So
I
that
do comedy,
fucking-
yeah.
Everyone loved that. So
That's sick.
it just the whole situation just set you up to fucking crush, and
Yeah.
it was good.
Yeah, that's a hot room.
So
it's fucking
hot.
great.
Dude, I will say the Cambridge crowd. I don't know if they're all from Cambridge, but dude, it was people were like talking to you during the like not in, almost like it was so weird. It was like wasn't like in a disrespectful, like disruptive way.
Yeah.
Like you'd say something and like the crowd was like they would like join the conversation, which is I don't love that.
I don't like that either.
But it wasn't in a way that was like just. I don't know if it's like that.
Just me. I think they just like are into it.
Yeah, they're so into it, and some like I don't know, maybe they just don't know. It's like it's in a house, so it's
Yeah.
like they feel more comfortable.
It's more intimate.
It's more intimate. So that was kind of interesting. But fucking hot crowd. They were down for all topics.
That's sick.
Which I was like, if there's any crowd I shouldn't do this shit in front of, it's probably this crowd.
Yeah.
But
But they were down for it.
they were down for it, and it was good. So
Fuck yeah.
yeah, nothing crazy.
I'll look up Hubbub Comedy on Eventbrite. They have monthly shows, I think.
Yeah,
Monthly or weekly, even. I don't know.
I think it's monthly. So
It's a great show.
what everyone's been waiting for, another scene update.
Oh yeah, bruh. I did my first. I've done like black comedy shows before, kind of.
Yeah.
This was so the comedy scene.
Hold on, before you get down that, I heard something recently about someone was complaining about calling a black room. Like just for people that don't know, like there's a real concept in comedy of a black room.
Yeah.
Is like it's like a thing.
Yeah.
It's not like
You're not allowed to say that.
someone on, one of the fucking insane people on Facebook. It was like that's a problem now, evidently. Even though that's like a classic comedy concept.
It's a real
It's a real thing.
That's an established known thing.
It's a known
They,
thing.
like urban rooms.
Yeah,
is
and
what
like
they would call it.
And that's not a crazy thing to say.
Yeah.
So anyway,
It's
that's
like there are black comedy rooms and like black comedy shows, and they are like objectively different than like a quote unquote regular or like a white.
Yeah,
You're
just,
run of the mill. It's like it's like a different animal.
Yeah, and
It's completely different.
So anyway, just in case anyone didn't understand the concept of that's
Yeah.
like a real thing in comedy.
Yeah. This was it was at the Comedy Scene, so it wasn't like they rent out the space or whatever to like this comedy production company out of Rhode Island. I don't even know like who runs it or like what it's called, but it's usually like Corey Manning is always involved, and it's always just like they get a black headliner, a black lineup, and then the final head count was 154 people. I think there were less than 10 white people including me, in the entire place.
Yeah.
So it was like basically it was all black. And dude, it was definitely my first experience. I was thank God it was a Comedy Scene, because I normally would have been like wicked nervous in that situation. Like, holy fuck, if I bomb, like it's gonna be terrible.
Yeah, it's in this room. It's like it's a club.
Yeah.
It's a real club. So it's like.
But it was the Comedy Scene, so I like just am so comfortable there. I did not care at all. And you gotta. So the host, obviously black lady, so disrespectful to me. Just straight up, like before that was she was like, "What's your name, honey?" And I'm just like, Dave Caggiano. She's like, not remembering that. I was like, "You want me to write it down for you?" She's like, "Nope." I'm like, "I'll sound it out. You could write it down how it sounds." She's like, "No, I'm calling you Dave."
Just
I'm
Dave.
like, okay.
All right.
So she, very nice lady, good time, but she, did 7 minutes of basically no laughter at all.
Yeah.
All attitude. It was just her act was just pure attitude.
And she was getting nothing.
She was
Even
getting nothing.
in that room. God damn.
Dude, no, because it's different. The black show, everything about it is different. From the moment people walk in, first off, Corey Manning sets up his. I don't have I'm like, oh, we're not gonna be able to play music. He's like, don't worry, I'm bringing my own shit. He brings his own sound system. For what reason? They have a sound system there. Nope.
But he
his
knows,
own.
dude, because he knows it's like.
Probably, yeah. He knows it's a shit show. So
No, I'm saying he probably knows, like, even though they have their own sound system, like, this is what we need here, because he just gets how it works.
Yeah, so he brings his own thing. Trying to see people, it was impossible. Luckily, they had like a whole production company with them, so they had someone checking tickets. I was kind of seating people. Someone else was like kind of seating people, but it was so hard to see people because no one was in their seats. No one. Before the show, it was a party.
It was just
before the
partying,
show.
yeah.
Everyone was up walking around. There were people. I was seating people where people were already seated, but I didn't know that they were seated there. It was nuts.
It's a classic scene.
It was chaos, dude. It was chaos. It was packed. So it was fun. I was like, this is gonna be insane. So then,
Would you have any issues with like the seating, like? Did
Oh,
everyone
yeah,
just kind of like fill in and whatever
Dude,
after the fact, or was there any like conflicts?
this kind of annoyed me. Before the show started, she's like, I'm like, how many people are coming? They had like 140 sold at that point, and she's like, how many people does this area seat right here? Like I've done that place so many times. I know exactly the number of people that fill up the number of seats. I'm like, right here. I'm like, that's 100 people, and she's like, nah, that's 140, and I was like.
140 is like the whole fucking room, basically.
Right. It was. She wanted to know how many people were in like the front half. Like where like the pillars are.
Yeah, it's like that's.
I was
like,
like, that's
100.
100.
60ish.
Yeah. So, but if you like stack all the chairs like on both sides of the table,
Yeah.
so I was like, this is like 100 right here, and she's like, nah, it's
Nope.
140, and I was like, it's not 140, but okay. She's like, we just counted, it's 140. I was like, whatever, and then we get to 140 people. And it's all the way back against the back wall, way over the space that she said it was going to be, obviously. So it's like we're having seating problems and shit. And so whatever. Host brings me up. It's the worst intro of all time. She's like bombing. She doesn't even like get everyone's attention. She's like, here's my friend Dave. First, I started like a half hour late, obviously. Black show. And so I go up. And I'm just like, and people are fucking, they're still in line. They're getting food. Everyone's eating. Everyone's up walking around. It's like a classic, like the opener's on stage and no one gives a fuck situation.
Yeah.
So I was like, I opened, I was like, it's fucked up when I'm the diversity portion of the show. And then I was like,
Did that get anything?
Yeah, that got a laugh, like a little laugh. It like made people pay attention a little. And then I was like, who here's, I was like, I'm from Boston. Who here's from Boston? Not that I'm from Boston, but
Yeah.
whatever. was like, who here's from Boston? And they're like, yeah. I was like, I think this is the most black people they've ever had in Foxborough, Massachusetts. And they love that.
Yeah.
You gotta, that's, so, okay. If you're comic listening, I'm just figuring out how, I think there's a couple tricks to doing, if you're white, there's a couple tricks to doing black rooms. One, don't be afraid to talk about,
Address the fact that
don't be afraid to talk about race.
yeah.
Like, address the fact that you're white and everyone there is black. Address that. Get that out of the way. That's a hack. And then the second hack, which I didn't do, but this works, is if you can like figure out a way to roast someone in the audience,
Yeah.
they will love you. They will get on board with that big time. Like, that's how you win. You can't go right into material.
Right. Yeah.
You can't get that out of your head. Like, don't get up there and go into material. You can't do that.
Dude, you can. I've even at just like any show, I've been trying to do that more too. Just like if you can open with something like spontaneous, even if you've pre-planned what you're gonna say, like if you make it seem like you haven't like gone into jokes yet,
Yeah.
you're just like you get a couple big laughs off like just like random shit in the room.
Yeah.
You're like you put yourself like
Yeah.
you give yourself such a better chance.
Yes, dude.
In general, because like people are like, all right, this guy's funny.
Yeah.
We'll listen to him and whatever.
Yeah.
So that dude, that's what for me like the roasting somebody in that
Yeah.
situation would be like
Yeah.
that's big risk. But it always works though. You got to just do it because it'll work.
It'll work. Yeah. You can't like show fear. You can't be a pussy about
Yeah.
it. You got to just like have confidence in what you're saying. I literally was like, yeah, like they've never had this many black people here, and they like, which I know, I know comics that would never. They'd be like, don't do that, don't say that.
Yeah.
No, it's like don't avoid that subject.
Yeah, because everyone's
Talk about
fucking
it.
thinking about it.
Exactly. So just say it, and then I'll get to like the headliner in a second, and like when the show really got rolling, like it's fucking nuts.
Can't wait.
But I lucked out because I did like my cat's bit, and like that was fine. It kind of got a laugh, which was good. But like, like they're like he's talking about cats, so like whatever. I do that, and then but I go into like the Dr. Seuss thing, which is my best joke. But what gave me an advantage here is it's like black crowds love phrases, dude. They love phrases that they can like yell out and repeat or whatever. And like I have like the part in that joke where I rhyme.
Yeah.
And like, dude, a rhyme for them was like they loved the rhyme, dude.
Just fucking.
They just loved the rhyme.
Ripped.
The fact that it was a rhyme. They're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
let's go. Yeah. So that was fine. And then I like whatever, did my thing, got off, and it was okay. Like half of them by the end, like some of them were paying attention, some were laughing. A lot of them were just literally like still milling around the room. So it was just like I did my thing, got off. I didn't bomb. It's not like I murdered. It was
fine.
It was about as good as I could
Because
have hoped to
in
do.
that situation where they bring in the production company, it's a very specific show. Like those people are there for
Yeah.
the headliner.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Dude, this guy, Jonathan Gates.
I've seen his name all over the place.
Bro. I was like, I wish I was a black comic, dude. There's nothing like murdering in front of a black crowd. He was fucking. I walked out. I did my set and like hung around a little, watched like one comic, went outside, made a phone call for a while. It was like a long phone call. I come back in and he's like, must have like just started his set like 5 minutes before or something.
Yeah.
Bro, people were fucking it was literally like fucking BET, like Def Jam comedy.
Yeah.
They're like fucking waving shit, dude. They're like, dude, he like, and you could tell like his act is like geared towards like black comics do that thing where they like present a premise or like a phrase and then they like keep repeating it throughout their set.
Yeah. I know what you're
Bro,
talking
he
about.
was like, I don't even remember like what he was saying. He was like, and like whatever it was, like, and that's why you can't trust bitches. and then everybody but people would start saying it, you know what I mean? And that's why you can't trust bitches. And then every guy would be like, ah! Dude, bro, and he was dressed he had like a fucking dope ass shoes, like dress pants. He had a fucking red and white, like floral fucking blazer on with a fucking bright red fedora that he was taking off and fucking grabbing he had the rag.
Yeah.
He was like dapping himself up between punchlines, dude.
Dude, that is just, you watch that and it's like, it's just such another world. It's like,
it's crazy.
you and I cannot attain that
No.
that level. Of,
Nor should we.
Nor should we.
But I wanted I want to like go on stage one time and just do the black comic thing.
Just to try to do that.
Where you have like imagine trying to do that in front of like a white crowd. Like you have a phrase where you're like, and that's why you can't.
Zero people.
Everyone would be like,
zero people would. Dude,
what?
That is like. That's like better than an applause break when the crowd's like finishing your punchline with you, and it's just like you won.
The
There's
only
nothing-
white comic I've ever heard of that can do that was Dice.
Yeah.
Clay, 'cause he had like
yeah.
the nursery rhymes. You know Andrew Dice Clay? I don't know if you know.
I
him.
do.
Yeah. So he had like the dirty nursery rhymes. And
Yeah.
shit.
He would. Dude, he like couldn't. He had to like couldn't do live shows for a while. Because the show would be ruined.
Yeah, because
Everyone would just be like shouting,
shouting on the punchlines. Yeah.
But yeah, that was like, yeah, you're right. That's the only other guy I've seen where it's like,
You remember Mother Goose? Yeah, I fucked her. Oh, everyone's like, oh. Dude, when we were in Utah, we were listening to fucking Dice the whole time, just like repeating his jokes and shit.
Yeah.
It's so, dude. It's funny the one where he's like, 3 blind mice, see how they run. Where the fuck are they going? Everyone's like, oh, dude,
that guy. I don't think nobody knows who the fuck he is now. I don't think like a lot.
No,
if you're like
people
newer,
don't.
that guy. And if you go back and watch his shit, I think a lot of people would be like, "Oh, this is kind of like hack or whatever." But it's like, dude, when he was doing that, when he he like invented that shit.
Yeah.
And like he's one of my favorite dudes, just because
He's a
definitely I'm
legend.
his audience for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
we're all kind of everyone in our crew is kind of like his audience. I
Yeah.
think. But
Just bros.
dude, there's nothing more electric than that shit.
Yeah, he was the first. If you don't know Andrew Dice Clay, go look up like some of his. They have like great YouTube videos of like his performances. But he was the first comic that ever sold out like stadiums. He started doing stadiums. Like no comic had done
Yeah.
that before that. And it was just
fucking crazy.
stadiums of people yelling out his like fucked up jokes. It's so good, dude. So good.
Dude, even the crowd reaction, they like when they pan to the crowd and shit. It's just like you want to be. It doesn't work like that anymore.
No. It's crazy.
Smoking
yeah,
a
so
cigarette
that's
on
what-
stage.
So this guy, oh dude, also at one point during the show, he spit on the stage. He was doing an act out about like banging a girl from behind, and he's like, sometimes you spit on the asshole, blah, blah. And he's just like, dude, you hucked a massive loogie onto the stage. I was like, all right, that's
Come
too
on,
far.
man.
That's too far.
You're already crushing. Do we,
Yeah,
do
you
we
don't
need
need
to
to do
fucking
that.
clean that up after?
Everyone was like, oh. I was just like, God damn it. He just spit on the stage for no reason.
Dude, I've never seen some like the Def Comedy Jam stuff is like the greatest. Like watching that, it's the most electric stuff you can ever watch in terms of stand up comedy.
Yeah.
I can't imagine seeing that live. I've never seen like something like that live.
Dude, the wall, it was the craziest I've ever seen in the comedy scene by far. I mean, the fucking walls were shaking.
Who
I
else
mean,
was on the show? Did anyone go up after you?
Yeah, it was the host. It was me. It was that dude Dale from Rhode Island. I don't know if you know him. Like dreads. He wears a shirt that says he also sell. Oh, this is the other thing about black comics. They all have merch and they all sell it in the back of the room. There were like 4 T-shirt stands at the comedy scene.
were they moving merch?
Dude, yeah, they're moving. Actually, no, not really. That's the other thing. No one's really buying the merch. But yeah, like he wears a shirt that's like God, something with God and laughter. I think I don't know. He's really fun. He's super nice. And so he went up, and then Maurice was there. Maurice went up,
Yeah, I know Maurice.
and then probably someone else maybe, and then him. That's the other thing about black. There's so many things about black shows that are different. They start a half hour late, and there's about 5 more comics on the lineup than there should be.
Yeah,
There's just always too many.
but
They give me 5. They're like, you're doing 5 minutes. I'm like, 5? Really?
yeah.
That sucks.
But did it feel long though? It feels like when you got that guy murdering that hard, it's like
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, no, it didn't. He kept doing this thing where he was like, all right, he's like, I'm not getting off stage till they turn the fucking lights on. He did that thing where he's like, this is my last joke, but he did that like 4 times.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, as long as the energy's still up, like let it rip.
Yeah. I mean, he was fucking crushing. It was crazy. It was unreal. He was like, I have 4 hours of material. That's the other thing about black comics. They could all do like 4 hours.
4
if they had
different
to.
hours. Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy. He's like, I have 4 hours in my head. I'll keep going all night. We're gonna be here till midnight, dude.
Well, that's what Chappelle does, like fucking marathon. He'll do like
Yeah.
6-hour set.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, but it's got at some point it's too much.
yeah.
But yeah, it's fucking crazy.
It was a very, very good. It was a good experience. It was very funny. I was loving it. I was like, fuck, man. I wish I was a black comic. Now I know what. Do you know Gary Owen? He's a
You
white comic
think so.
he's like a white comic, but he's a black. Like he has like a black audience.
Yeah, that's his. Yeah, I know who that is.
It's
That's
so-
his, like that's his thing.
Yeah, that's his thing. He's so fucking. He just talks black. It's like, dude, you're like a white dude, probably from
Yeah.
like the suburbs somewhere. I don't know. It's really weird.
Carved it out though.
But he definitely did a black show one time, and he was like, I can do that. Just decided to be a black comic.
Yeah,
It's funny.
it's funny.
Damn, I hope I don't get in trouble for talking about black comedy shows.
I mean, you shouldn't. It's like ask anyone that knows anything about it, and it's like that's the reality of the situation.
Yeah.
So
And then last night at the scene was like the exact opposite situation. It was like a dead crowd,
yeah,
but whatever. Yo, you want me to go over this fucking Kim Kardashian thing? Get your take on it?
yeah.
All right. If you're listening, you may have seen it on Twitter. The Twitter sphere was going pretty wild this week. So in Variety this week, Kim Kardashian was talking about, they're asking her about a business, like her empires and like, you know, how she built it up and everything. And she gave out a piece of advice to women. She said, I have the best advice for women in business. She said, get your fucking ass up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days. And then Kourtney Kardashian, her older sister, was like, yeah, that's so true. You have to surround yourself with people that want to work. So it's like a pretty innocuous statement, I thought. Like, it's true. But the amount of, like, outpouring of
I mean,
hate- did you see
I
people?
dude, I somehow missed this story.
Oh, it's all over Twitter. People are quote tweeting her and being like, fuck you, like, blah, blah, blah.
I mean,
What's your
well,
take?
dude? You know that's like, you know how that Twitter is gonna react to that.
Yeah.
Obviously, fucking the
Telling
14
telling
people on
to
Twitter.
work hard.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's not even a mistake, but like you shouldn't even have made it women specific.
Right, right.
You know, because it's like that's just like it should have just been like in general.
Is that the issue, that it's women specific?
That's why I think
That's
it-
why the internet's
To-
freaking out.
that's
to
why
me-
the internet's freaking out.
It's because it's who said it. Because
the
she
internet
didn't have to
loves
work for
Kardashian.
anything. She's
Yeah.
been wealthy her whole life.
But this is my argument. So, I think it's very easy to hate on Kim Kardashian. It's like, she's maybe the easiest person to just hate on. But you know, because she got famous from like just she released a sex tape, whatever. I will say though, like you don't just become a billionaire just by like releasing a sex tape. Like there is work that goes into. There's a big gap.
dude,
Yeah,
they've
but
been.
she was rich before
She
the
was,
sex tape.
she was
was-
wealthy. She wasn't billionaire.
her dad was
wealthy.
a lawyer, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
The O.J.
Oh,
Simpson.
no, no.
She definitely had a hot start, but like, dude, it's hard to comprehend her like being in. She's been famous for like since like 2003 or so. Like she's
yeah.
still kind of at the same level of like
Yeah.
she never lost.
Never.
Like the Kardashians have never been not in the news,
Right.
For like 20 fucking years.
Yeah.
So it's like there's got to be something going on. Like,
No, there is.
'cause
There is.
then like especially today when it's like if you go viral, you got like a couple days or
Right.
like something like that. They kept this thing afloat
yeah.
for 20 years. So it's like there's more going on behind
There's
the
more
scenes.
than meets that. They're not just like a bunch of dumb chicks. Like that's
No.
not. That's you're underestimating them if that's what you think it is.
Well, dude, that's what being a dumb chick on the like whatever the shows they're on. That's what sells because everyone
Right.
else in America is a fucking moron.
Right.
So it's like that's like you've only seen what they're doing on like Keeping Up with the Kardashians or whatever.
Yeah.
But like behind this, they're definitely smarter than that
But
behind the scenes.
they're especially her. Like I've heard her sisters be like talk about like like Kim's the one that's like way too business minded. Like she's a fucking freak about. Like she's true. Like is like a business mogul.
Yeah, dude. Because once you start making that kind of money, that's all you have to start thinking like that. It's
Right.
like what are we gonna generate for revenue? Like if
Right.
I do this, are we gonna like is this gonna cost whatever? Like you just like if you're in that world every day, like that's how you start thinking.
Yeah.
And like she's doing like constantly doing all these. She's got brands and deals and like TV stuff
Yeah.
and fashion stuff, and it's like she's been exposed to more business situations than probably 99% of anyone else that's hating on her right now.
Right. And like, you know, she got famous off that sex tape, but in a way, like people get. It's not like she just dates famous people. People get more famous dating her. Like she's the power one. And
Yeah.
Like she dated Chris Humphries, who was on the Celtics, like basketball player. Like no one knew. Who
No
the fuck
one
she
knows the fuck that
like,
guy is.
No one like people know who that is because he dated her. even Ray J, like, he's now relevant still in a way because of her.
Someone says Ray J, you're like, oh yes, Ray J, sex tape, Kim K,
Kardashian.
yes,
Exactly. Like
even today,
I can't name a Ray J song, honestly.
not one,
No,
or
so,
anything
like,
else he's done. But like
Yeah.
you still know, he's still got brand recognition.
Right. Like the only person that she's more famous than Pete Davidson. They're dating. Like I think she's the more famous one. He's getting more fame and recognition now because he's dating her.
Oh, 100%.
The only person that is on her level that she's ever dated is Kanye.
is Kanye, yeah. Dude, and that's like a battle for her. Like she's just fucking pulling some serious weight there.
Yeah, like
Like you could argue, I mean, Kanye is definitely bigger, I think, but like not maybe like worldwide. I don't know, but like
yeah, I don't.
she's
know.
like right. It's like neck and neck.
It's neck and neck. Like I wonder who makes more money per year. You know what I mean? Like
Dude, it's got to be Kim Kardashian. Because like Kanye's he puts out an album, he makes bank, but like
Yeah.
there's a ton of shit that comes along with that. Like, it's probably not. And she's got like 25 income sources. She's
a bunch of businesses.
royalties on all the shit she's
Yeah.
done in the past. Like,
Listen, I'm not like a Kim Kardashian fan, but I think it's an easy out to just be like, she's just a dumb bitch that's famous for sucking dick. Like I don't think it's that.
it's definitely not that
Shallow.
cut and dry, dude.
No, I don't.
And dude, it's like I'm not a fan of Kim. Like I don't like, but what she's putting out isn't for me.
Yeah, true. Yes, true.
I'm not the target audience.
Yeah, it's
for
like a
any
bunch
of
of dudes
shit.
that are like, oh fuck her. Well, it's like, yeah, it's not for you.
It's not for you.
Yeah.
There's a ton of people that love her.
Girls love her. Yeah, how many fucking dude? Right now, how many fucking Instagram followers do you think she has?
In the 20s million.
Oh,
You think more than that?
you're off by hundreds of millions. I guarantee.
Did you
it.
get hundreds of millions of
Bro,
followers?
you're off by a factor of 10.
Jesus Christ.
She has 292 million followers. She's following 169 people.
200 million Instagram
I
followers.
wonder if she's following Kanye. I don't know why I'm looking this up. This has just turned into a fucking. Ooh, she unfollowed him. This has turned into like a fucking E-News podcast. Yeah, but she's 292 million followers. Like the revenue just from Instagram ads. Think about that.
Oh, bro, they were saying like even her sisters and whatever. It's like if you want her to like say, "Oh, I got these pants from wherever," it's gonna cost you like $100,000 or something.
Probably more.
than that.
I know
at
more.
this
I know for a
stage.
fact more. It's probably $1 million. I actually think I read an article
It's $1 million.
that she gets $1 million per Instagram ad.
Dude, if you could do like, and then you could do one Instagram ad and never work again. If you wanted
Back
to.
when Logan Paul was like Vine famous, like back in the Vine days, one tweet of his, he got paid $300,000.
It's fucking crazy.
So that's back in the Vine days. That's Logan Paul. Imagine her.
Her now.
At least $1 million on her Instagram.
Yeah.
You know, 292 million eyes. Think about that. Like, what's the viewership of a Super Bowl ad? Like, how many? It's not.
It may not even be that many.
It's not 292
Yeah,
million. I guarantee
not
you
that
that.
many people didn't watch the Super Bowl.
No way. No fucking way. That's almost the population of the United States.
And that's just, dude. That's one thing she can do
Yeah.
to make $1 million bucks.
Exactly.
One thing, and she's
Yeah.
not like she's probably doing like
Yeah.
an amount of those a week.
Yeah. You don't
She's got all the other
you don't
stuff.
get to be that rich and famous without having some sort of like an intellect and like business savvy,
Yeah,
like know
yeah.
how to work things. Her mom, everyone's like her
Mom
you
does
know.
a lot of that.
Yeah,
shit.
like it's dude. That's how like people are like, oh fucking. That's why I get pissed off when people shit on billionaires. Like billionaires. There's nothing inherently evil about billionaires. A lot of shit they do is bad, but they're not inherently
right.
evil
Yeah. I know
themselves.
what you're saying.
And I hate when they call them stupid.
It's like, come on,
they're
man.
not stupid.
Yeah. If you get a billion, yeah, exactly. Like if you got $1 billion and then you start like
Yeah.
poison in the water somewhere, it's like okay,
Yeah.
they do bad things once they get the money, but like
Right.
the guy, like I don't know, Bezos,
Yeah,
I mean, he had his dad funded his initial company. It's like, yeah, dude, his dad gave him a couple $100,000,
Yeah.
turn it into fucking
Even if you gave him
$100
a
billion.
couple $100 million, that's so far off from multiple billions.
Dude,
of
have you ever
dollars.
seen that graphic that it tries to show the difference between $1 million and $1 billion?
Yeah, yeah.
Where it's like this, like two of these squares represent $1 million, and like two of these squares represent, and it's like fucking,
yeah.
it's like
I mean, his ex-wife got half his money, and she became the richest woman on the planet with half of his money.
and he's still like
He's
still the rich. Like,
he still was
if
like
not
the,
the
yeah,
top
the-
3 or
Yeah,
something.
exactly. Yeah,
Like just that level of wealth is like fucking insane.
it's insane, dude. It's fucking insane.
But dude, we could do a whole podcast on the billionaire. Just like you want to get people fired up on Twitter.
Just talk
Or
about
just talk about billionaires.
Just have a rational take on
yeah,
billionaires.
be like slightly rational.
And
Don't say
people-
they should all be
people
fucking executed, and
Yeah.
be
Dude, if you executed all the billionaires on the earth, the fucking economies would just collapse. That's
Yeah.
just the reality of the situation. Oh, like Trump got a bunch of heat a few weeks ago. This is before the invasion, before Russia invaded Ukraine, but he basically made. They were asking him about Putin, and he was like, I think Putin is like savvy. I think he called him like savvy and like in smart. And people were like, how the fuck could you call that guy smart, blah, blah, blah. It's like, here's my take on it. We all know Putin is a fucking scumbag and
Yes.
an evil person. That doesn't mean that he's not smart.
yes, dude. It's just everyone's got this mentality that two things can't be true at the same time.
Right.
It's like he's a scumbag. Like how could you call him smart? It's like, no one's saying he's not a scumbag.
Yes.
No one's saying that.
He is pure
He's
evil.
definitely
Let's
evil.
establish that.
That's one thing that's true.
Yeah. He
But
also
also
is in wildly intelligent like he's a super smart. You can't say he's not. He fucking the Soviet Union collapsed. They put him in power. He fucking first like 10 years or whatever he did horrific things, but he like got them back to even.
right.
And like now he's like this invasion and everything. He's just like world politics. He's like manipulating all these companies like or all these countries. It's all bad. It's all wrong. You can't say he's not an intelligent person.
He's good at doing it.
People said the same thing about Trump. I don't like Trump. He's not just some dumb orange guy that
Yeah.
like that's why he got in office, because you guys all thought he was just a dumb orange guy.
Yeah,
Stop underestimating.
not the
these
best
people.
guy in the world, but like
No.
you don't do the things, dude. Becoming president was like the fucking top of the mountain for him. Like
Right.
all the other shit he's done, it's like you don't do all that stuff if you're a moron.
If you're a moron. Yeah. And same thing about Kim Kardashian. It's Putin, Trump, and Kardashian, the fucking holy trinity, dude.
The Mount Rushmore,
Yeah.
bro.
They're Mount Rushmore of underestimated individuals. Yeah,
That could be a t-shirt. We do a Mount Rushmore with fucking
just Putin, Trump, and
Putin,
Kim
Trump, Kim, and we'll find someone
Bezos.
else.
Yeah, we gotta design some merch.
Yeah. Should be about about an hour.
Yeah. All right, man. Anything else?
No, just come out to the shows this week.
Yeah.
Keep supporting the website, rate, subscribe, review, all that shit.
All that shit. Naughtydocs.com. DOCS. We are built. Maddie has been
It's all one word. All one word.
All one word. And if you want to start a podcast yourself, go look at our website and see what Maddie Mayhem is capable of. And this is just the beginning. This is just version 2 of the website.
V2. We're rolling.
The kid is fucking talented. So, fucking keep supporting. Yeah.
All right.
Peace.
Later.